Ladies and gentlemen, Clay Immunity, welcome. Tap in. Today I have a special treat for you. You guys have given me so much positive feedback when we did the Los Angeles Lakers versus the field. I wanted to get an opportunity to do another one of these, but this time I'll give you one Laker person on it, and we're gonna throw it back to a squad that all of you all have a deep affection for. That's right, you guessed it. It's the Chicago Bulls versus the field, and it's going down right now. Starting for your Chicago Bulls at point guard, standing at 6'3", 190 pounds. One of the best point guards to ever lace up a Chicago Bulls uniform. That's right, it's Derrick Rose. Coming in at the shooting guard spot, he needs no introduction. His airness, Black Jesus, it's the one, the only, arguably the greatest player to ever pick up a basketball, Michael Jeffrey Jordan. At the small forward position, one of the most underrated forwards to ever play the game of basketball. He was often hidden in the shadows of Michael Jordan, but he was perennially all NBA. He was perennially all NBA defense. You guessed it, it's Scottie Pippen. At the power forward position, the worm himself, Dennis the Menace, Dennis Rodman, one of the best rebounders to ever play the game of basketball. And coming in at the center position, you have one of the legends straight out the 80s, Artis Gilmore. This is our starting five for the Chicago Bulls. All right, and I'm gonna give you guys an opportunity to see who are their competitors. I put them on the historic Utah Jazz teams because I just love the Utah Jazz home court, and I just wanted to see that as a matchup, and I needed to find somebody in the West to be able to choose. So we went with the Utah Jazz. I'm gonna show you who not only the community voted for, but what we're gonna be going up against for the field against the all Chicago Bulls team. Starting at the point guard position for the field will be represented by none other than historic legend Philadelphia 76er, the answer, Allen Iverson. Going to be holding down against Derrick Rose. That's going to be a great matchup to watch. At the shooting guard position, is that even a question? Who's going to play against Michael Jeffrey Jordan? We have to give him the Black Mamba. Rest easy to him, Kobe Bryant. At the small forward position, none other than LeBron James himself is going to be holding down that 3 spot for the field. At the other forward position, Mr. Fundamental from the San Antonio Spurs will be representing the 4 spot. That's right, you guessed it, Mr. Tim Duncan himself. At the center position, you have one of the greatest athletes to ever play the game of basketball, Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain, holding down that paint. Those are going to be your starting lineups when it comes to the Chicago Bulls and the rest of the field. Let's see if we can jump into this. We're going to put them into a 7-game series, and I want to see how those two squads match up against each other. We're going to jump in, we're going to commentate, we're going to see them go head to head. Don't go anywhere. Let's jump right into it. All right, the time has come. It is now official. You have the all-time Bulls versus the field. That's all on the team of the 97-98 Utah Jazz. But I do want to point out a couple of things before we jump into it. I want y'all to see some of these mind-boggling stats from these players. Artis Gilmore is averaging in the playoffs 21.5 points and 17 rebounds. Dennis Rodman is averaging 11 points and 19 rebounds. Oh my gosh, Scottie Pippen is averaging a triple-double. Scottie's averaging 23 points, 13 rebounds, and 12.5 assists, 13 assists per game with 3 steals. And Michael Jordan is averaging 36.5 points, 5.5 boards, 8 assists, and 3.5 steals. This is going to be such a good matchup. D Rose with 33 points per game, 11 assists, 2.5 steals per game. Y'all, these guys are about to be a whole problem. And on the other side, for the Utah Jazz, Allen Iverson averaging 25 points per game in the playoffs and 10 assists on 2.5 steals too, might I add. Kobe Bryant with 25.5 points per game, 5 rebounds, 10 assists. The reigning MVP for the league, which is LeBron James, has 26.5 points, 9 rebounds, 13 assists, and 2.5 steals per game. Tim Duncan, Mr. Fundamental himself, has 24 points, 17.5 rebounds, 7.5 assists, 2.5 blocks, which y'all thought that was crazy. Check out Wilt Chamberlain, 27.5 points, 17 boards, 2.5 blocks. This is about to be an absolute nightmare of a matchup between these two squads, and I can't wait. Let's jump into it, man. All right, this is about to be good. Let's jump into it. This is going to be game number 1. Let's see what this matchup looks like. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are in game number 1. We have a 3-point ball game between the field versus the Bulls. Pippen will get that steal off the rip to D Rose, who misses a wide open three. Both of these teams are some of the top defensive teams in the entire league. LeBron James at the top of the floor gets it to Wilt, who gets it down to Kobe. Wilt Chamberlain with the emphatic one-handed slam. Kobe on MJ. MJ on Kobe, working the pick and roll game. Kobe with the pull-up. Michael Jeffrey Jordan with the defense. Tim Duncan gets blocked off the rebound. Artis Gilmore to meet him at the rim. Ball going the other direction. Bulls are down 4 points with about a minute and 30 seconds left to go in this ball game. D Rose looking to see if he can get some offense going. Gets the jump shot. Artis Gilmore is there, but he cannot get the board. Kobe Bryant going the other way. Bean gets it down to LeBron, who misses the open three. Can the Jazz, AKA the field, steal one on the road? Over to Jordan. LeBron on Jordan. Takes a switch. Michael Jordan. He gets blocked from behind from Tim Duncan. I thought they were going to play the foul game. They're not. They're going to wait and go to the very last second to make a play go off. Kobe Bryant off of a double screen. Tim Duncan rolling to the corner. Pick and roll game between him and Wilt Chamberlain. AI with Artis Gilmore. That wasn't even close. No, Bulls will call a timeout. Can the Bulls score quickly, get a foul, and put another one in the bucket? We're about to see. All right, here we are off the inbound. Scottie Pippen trying to find an open three. Gets it to Jordan. Jordan will finish that one. That now closes the lead down to 3 points. There you go. Scottie Pippen will take a foul on LeBron James and send LeBron to the free throw line. LeBron will miss the first, and he'll make the second. It's a 4-point game. Bulls will take another timeout. Still a 2-possession game right here. 4 points is what's separating these two teams. 12 seconds left. Bulls with 1 timeout. They need a 3-point shot. Derrick Rose with the rock, gets it to Pippen, heavily contested, and that will go absolutely nowhere. That's a GG's, bro. That's going to wrap up game number 1, where the Utah Jazz, a.k.a. the field, will take a 1-0 series lead against the Chicago Bulls. All right, checking out the box score for this team right here. Man, you got Michael Jordan with 36 points, D Rose with 22, Scottie Pippen with 22, but nobody else on the team really helped much. Dennis Rodman, Artis Gilmore all had a combined 6 points together, and they struggled from the field, man. I'll be honest with you. D Rose struggled a little bit. He went 8 for 28, 1 for 10 from the three-point line. But on the other side, Kobe Bean, 20 and 8. LeBron James, 20 and 11. Tim Duncan, 20 and 15. Wilt Chamberlain, 20 points, 22 rebounds. And Allen Iverson with a 13 and 9 night. Y'all, this team did everything they could to win this basketball game, and they connected in every way possible. What a game by this squad. Let's jump into it. We're going to jump now into game number 2. Let's see what we got going on right here, okay? Oh, yo, that's not even close. The Bulls will take game number 2 by a landslide. What happened in that matchup? 35 points from Derrick Rose, 32 from Scottie Pippen, 22 from Mike, and you got 19 from Artis Gilmore. They played exceptionally well, scoring what appears to be a series high of 116 points between these two heavily defensive-oriented squads. On the other side, LeBron James had a 38, 7, and 8 night. LBJ went off. Kobe Bean struggled, going 4 for 14 from the field. He had 16 points, 14 boards. Tim Duncan had a 16, 9, and 6 night for the evening. Allen Iverson struggling again, had 14 points, but Wilt Chamberlain with an 11 and 16 night. I'll just be real with you, bro. It was just LeBron in this game, and that's going to struggle a lot when you got two massively high volume scorers in Allen Iverson and Kobe Bryant that combined for a total of 30 points each. That cannot happen. But that gives us now a tied series matchup. The Bulls and the Jazz are tied right now. All right, well, here we are, game number 3. Let's jump into this matchup and see what we got going on. Yo, the Bulls are running away with this right now. Bulls take game number 3. What happened in this matchup? Allen Iverson with 33, LeBron with 30, Kobe with 23, Wilt with 21. They didn't do bad. I don't know what went wrong. They didn't do bad at all. Oh my gosh, Artis Gilmore. Artis Gilmore went off for 30 points by himself. MJ had 29, D Rose had 36, Scottie Pippen had 24. That's a good look by this Bulls team that'll now take game number 3 in this matchup to take the series lead on the road. Go ahead and jump into game number 4. All right, let's see what we got. Are we gonna witness for the very first time the field losing? These games aren't even close. Allen Iverson is selling the bag so bad right now, bro. Allen Iverson, look at what I bet D Rose had 30 plus. No, 22. Allen Iverson went 2 for 18. AI is selling the bag right now. It's not even close. He is getting absolutely handled. Tim Duncan with 27 and 10. LeBron James with a 26 and 11 night. You had Wilt Chamberlain with 21 and 16. AI is getting handled. AI is the issue right now with the field, bro, and they're not making this game close. While on the other side, MJ had 35, Pippen had 27, 15 and 14, had a triple-double for the evening. D Rose with a 22 and 12. Artis Gilmore with a 22 and 16 night, and Dennis Rodman coming through with another 10 and 13 as well. Let's now jump into game number 5 between these two teams. Can the Bulls finish this off, or will the Jazz fight back and extend this series? I gotta jump into this. All right, this is a 12-point lead. The Bulls are absolutely throttling the field right now. Michael Jordan will get it back to Derrick Rose. There's 5.5 minutes left to play in this game, and it's a 12-point deficit. Can they close this back? They got a double team going on Derrick Rose. Down to the worm. Oh my gosh, he got the finish. Pick and roll with Allen Iverson. Over to LeBron. Back over to Iverson. What a great rotation. Over to Tim. Tim, shoot that. Back to Wilt. That's, oh my gosh, what a dunk by Wilt Chamberlain. Oh, what a great rotation. Look at the double team. They're all over the place. They're doubling Michael. They're doubling Derrick Rose. They can't figure out who to guard, and they're giving them opportunity to get easy buckets. That's Artis Gilmore with an easy two-handed slam. Allen Iverson now bringing the ball up the court. Stolen by MJ going the other direction. MJ with the two-handed flush. Yo. MJ is putting his foot on the gas pedal. He said, I'm not losing this series. LeBron on Pippen. MJ with Kobe. D Rose in the corner with the three-point shot. Banger, man. Pick and roll game with Wilt Chamberlain. And that's going to be an easy two-handed finish. LeBron James trying to work this pick and roll game with Wilt Chamberlain, seeing if he can make something happen here. Goes over to AI. AI with a couple of crossover moves. That's going to be a foul. Oh, my gosh. The Bulls are out here disrespecting people right now. That's all she wrote, man. And the Chicago Bulls will beat the field. This is the first organization that will beat the field in a 7-game series, and that will be all she wrote. Hey, listen, but I'm not even mad at this, because that means an organization can take down the field, and the Chicago Bulls will win in a 5-game series against the field. Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Derrick Rose, Dennis Rodman, and Artis Gilmore will all come away as NBA champions. You can't be mad at that. That's a great series, but I will say this, highly, highly disappointed with how Allen Iverson performed as the point guard for this team, and that will be duly noted from here on out. If y'all don't want to see Allen Iverson in future ones for that reason alone, let me know in the comments. Did y'all have fun watching this video? Let me know if there's another team you guys want me to do as far as it's the best organization versus the field. As you guys are watching, if you wouldn't mind, please hit that like button, drop a sub if you're new. If you wouldn't mind letting people know below who your favorite team is, man. We'd love to get a chance to introduce ourselves. And shout out, by the way, to our Noti Gang. If you type Noti Gang in the comment section below on this YouTube video, we will shout you out in the next video that goes live. I hope you guys enjoyed this content. I cannot wait to get a chance to see you guys on the next one. Y'all take it easy, man. Peace.